I don't really clearly have the understanding of the dream. It seemed like it was two-part dream, two different dreams. Well, I was dreaming, and we were somewhere praying. I don't know whether it was in a house prayer or a church prayer, but as we were praying, I remember I began to speak in another language in tongues, and then Ron began to speak in tongues on this side of me. I could hear him. And then I heard Sister Pat begin to speak in tongues on this side of me. And as everybody was speaking in tongues, I remember I just kind of ceased from speaking in tongues. And because I heard them speaking in tongues, and I felt like a prophecy was like coming forth. But when I heard, them speak in tongues, I just kind of ceased to speak in tongues. And then that was the end of that part of that dream. And then it was like I went into another dream where it was like we were somewhere and we was in the presence. It was like we were in the presence of the Lord, and he was looking for something out of us, but it had to be acceptable. It was like coming before him when you wasn't acceptable. It was just like, it was, no, that's not what I'm looking for. He was looking for something acceptable for that. We wanted something. It was like we were there because we wanted something. We were coming before him. We were wanting like a visitation, or we wanted something from the Lord. But he was looking for something from us before he could give us what we wanted. He wanted to give it to us, but it was something else that had to be acceptable some kind of way. I don't know. I feel like it was more of us, a total surrender or total obedience or whatever. It was just, I don't, like I said, I don't know the interpretation of the dream, but I just feel like it was something that was lacking, that he wanted us to have when we came there, because he had what he wanted to give us ready. It was there with him. I could feel it in the dream. It was there with him.
Thank you, Jesus.
But we were coming. It was like we were coming. Sometimes how a child will just come up and they don't, they're not thinking how they're coming. They're just coming to get what they want. But it was like he wanted more than that. He wanted us to come with our whole heart, sold out or something. It was just something different that I felt in the dream. And then that was the end of both of the dreams. It seemed kind of patchy, but that's what I dreamed.